there's no way that guy will ever be saved, or that woman will never be saved. They're too far gone. Have you ever said that? I know I have. And every single instance that I've said that, God has smacked me in the back of the head and shown me that He's more powerful than any condition we have on earth. Over and over again, He says that to me. So what I've learned from that doubt is God can save anyone. And I need to shut my mouth and believe that and understand that, because He's shown me that so many times in like amazing ways. So now whenever I say that in my spirit about somebody, when I'm judgmental and, you know, being an asshole, I know God is bigger than that. And I am not a perfect Christian. I'm not even a good Christian. I don't even consider myself a Christian, because I don't feel I'm worthy to be a Christian. You know, I see other people, and I know we're not supposed to compare ourselves, but I don't know. I'm just worldly, and I do stupid things and say stupid things, and I know I have Jesus in my heart. 100%. I know I have the Holy Spirit, because I'm convicted all the time in judgment and just doing stupid things. And I know, I mean, I've been a Christian a long time, and I don't know, it's like I don't learn. I just keep making the same thing. Well, I guess I am learning, because I'm starting to see now when I say that about somebody, or I see somebody say that, I know immediately, I'm like, shouldn't say that, because you're going to get a God smack. And He's going to show you how mighty He is by, you know, and anyway, I'm saying all this because I've figured out today that whenever I get that feeling, I need to immediately pray for those people. Those people are the ones that are put on the front of my mind in that whatever the situation is, we need to pray for those people. You know, there's so much chaos in the world right now, and it's so easy to judge the opposite side of what you're on, or if you're on a side. I don't know, I'm not on a side, but I'm on the side of truth, and I'm on the side of Jesus. I try to be, and I try to pray earnestly for people. I mean, I try to be, and I think that's why I feel like I'm a hypocrite sometimes, because I don't act Christian, I guess. I don't know, I've always felt different in my belief, and wrong or right, I mean, I try to, I listen, I read the Bible, and I pray all the time. I'm always talking to God. But I don't know. I mean, I lost my best friend last week, and I know God's doing a lot in me right now. Changes, like just life changes. I'm seeing things a lot different. I'm not wanting to argue with people. I'm not wanting to debate. I just want to pray for people and pray for peace. And I've always been a positive person, very positive. But it's been tough because I know Brandon was very forgiving, and I don't feel like he was judgmental. And I just feel like I was judgmental. I wasn't a very good friend in his last days. I was there when he was dying, and I read the Bible, and I just always feel like I'm doing things like this is what you're supposed to do as a Christian. And I don't know, I just had trouble saying goodbye, so I didn't want to say anything that was permanent, and what I should have done is apologized for being a shitty friend. Because I'm going to hold that till the day I die. And I know he forgives me. I know he forgives me. I know that. I know God forgives me. So I need to learn to forgive myself. Because that's one thing about Brandon is like, he is a friend to everyone. I mean, if you were a authentic person, that wasn't a bullshitter, he was your friend. He had lots of friends. I have one best friend. That was him. Yep. And of course my wife. My wife is my best friend. But I don't know. Fogging my glasses up. I just feel like I could have said more in his last days. And I know he's with God. I know he's with Jesus. 100% sure. And I don't know. But what I've learned is I'm definitely going to be a better person, or at least try to be. Try to argue less. Fight with my wife and daughter less. And just cherish the time I have with my loved ones, I mean, because we don't know how much time we have. He wasn't even 50, and he's gone now, it's like, my other best friend, Matt, he passed away super young. My brother, he was 57 when he died. 57? Maybe. Maybe not even that. Just love your people. Stop all the arguing and stupidity. It's just dumb. It doesn't serve anybody. Nobody's changing their opinion. If you try to, beat them down for their political views, nobody's changing their opinion. Even if you're right, they're not going to see it that way. So, what can you do for them? You can pray for them. Love on them. No matter how hard it is, Pray for your enemies. We need to stop all this chaos. It's so stupid. It serves nothing. It makes the world far worse of a place to live in with all this, and these people protesting on either side, they're not changing anything. They're just creating hostility for other people, right or wrong. And I know I'm going to start praying for everyone on both sides. And I'm not, I don't care if they had an agenda, because all I can do is what I can do. And all I can control is me, my anger, how I talk to people, how I respond to people. If they want to be assholes, that's on them. That's not on us. That's not on me. If I want to be an asshole, that's on me. And I just want to be. I'm a disciple of Jesus. Before I have a problem calling myself a Christian. I know y'all probably don't understand that, but I really feel like I'm just more of a follower of Jesus, because that's what I look to when I'm struggling or anything like that. I just really try to understand what Jesus would do in the situation, and get out all the tradition and Christian doctrine and all the how you're supposed to do this, how you're supposed to be a Christian. I don't know what that is, and I am me, so all I can do is be me and try to make the world a better place, so I'm not trying to push religion on anyone, but I'm gonna pray for you, even if you're not a believer. I'm gonna ask God to change your heart, because I know even if you don't believe, I know God is real, and I know He will change you, and He can change your heart. Why? How do I know that? Because I've said so many times, there's no way that dude will ever know Jesus, ever. There's no way. They're too far gone. They're friggin' demons, holding them down in chains, and every single time I've been proven wrong. And so I know in my heart, I know so much. I've been proven so many times that, I'm just being a jackass for thinking that way, because that's my own doubt and my own humanity and my own disbelief in supernatural God, in the God of the universe. And I know I'm not the greatest speaker. I feel like I'm Moses every time I try to get my words out. But my point is, we just need to stop all the fighting and chaos. And I know that's probably naive and what do they call that? Like utopian, I guess. I don't know. I see the world, imagine there's no evil, I mean, it's like the John Lennon song, Imagine. And I get, it's okay to imagine. I know we're not going to make the world's going to be the world. The world is always going to have evil in it. But I can do my part of making sure that I'm not the evil in it. And hopefully pray for others to take that position also and become peacemakers and stop all the back and forth on social media and judgment and we're right, you're wrong, I mean, even Christianity, it's like there's so many different denominations that are like, oh, they're wrong for doing this, and we don't know you don't know my heart, and I know my heart. So I know my heart is with Jesus, and people might judge me and see, my tattoos and how I dress and how I act, and I might be out having a drink or something, and the next day I'm in church. Well, know this, I love Jesus, bottom line, and I have the Holy Spirit directing me. And so when I'm doing sinful things, I know I'm being sinful. So when I'm out there, having a drink or something, that's not sinful. That's just me having a drink, whatever, having fun with my wife. I'm not doing anything harming anyone. But when I'm convicted, I know I'm in the wrong. So I know the Holy Spirit leads me to know that my heart isn't right on something. And this is one of those things, judging people like that. I'm just harsh on people a lot of times, and I'm really, I pray for God to take that away from me, because I don't want to be that way. And it's tough, because there's a lot of knuckleheads out there, and I mean, maybe it's a pride thing, but I don't know. Just, it doesn't matter. I just want to pray that I change, and that I do my part to make the world a better place. And maybe people will see me doing that, and see my family doing that, and they'll want to do that themselves, and hopefully it's contagious. But anyway, thanks for letting me rant. I don't know if any of this makes any sense, but who knows. I love y'all. God bless you all. And just know that God is real. And if you are struggling, if your life is chaos, pray that God fixes that, and God heals you, whatever your need is. And He will. My life would be so much of a wreck without Jesus. Just because, I just probably would be making a lot of stupid choices without His counsel. So, mighty counselor, right? So, anyway, love y'all. Hope you have a good day. And just ask, and He will. He'll come into your heart. I don't know all the cool prayers, or how to do it or anything, but I know I just asked, and I said, God, help me from this point on. I don't want to live like that anymore. I want to be a better person, and forgive me for my sins, because there's a lot of them. And He did, and I know that. So whatever way you want to do it, all you got to do is ask in your own way. Love you.